So after ng successful launch ng Honor X9a, sinunod agad ni Honor ng panibagong phone. And this time around is the Honor X7a naman. Now, aiming means advanced. So we're going to check kung ano nga pa meron dito sa phone na ito. Ano nga pa special feature na ipagmamalaki ng Honor 7a. Let's go! So hi guys, I'm si Richmond ng Gadget Sidekick and welcome back to my channel. So this is the Honor X7a and this one is being priced at 7,990. Meron siyang free na Honor earbuds for February 22 to 28. That is worth 1,590 pesos. Now, itong phone na ito na hawak natin comes with a 6 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage. And hawak natin dito is a titanium silver color. And I can say that this phone is more of a entry-level na smartphone na nilabas ni Honor right after ng successful launch ni X9a. Now, pinagmamalaki ni Honor dito na it has a 3 days na battery life. A little bit later, ikukwento ko sa inyo ang experience using this phone as my daily driver for the past 2 weeks. So itong phone na ito is being powered by the MediaTek Helio G37. It is a 2.3 GHz na processor. And I can say na kanyang multitasking is okay naman. Wala namang naging problem, no? Swiping left and right is quite okay. Didn't see any lag naman dito sa phone na ito dahil sa kanyang 90 Hz na screen refresh rate. So basically, there's 3 modes na pwede mo select dito sa kanyang refresh rate. Either go for dynamic, which is sarili siya mag-switch between 90 and 60, or pwede ka mag-switch sa high, lagi siya naka 90 Hz, or naka-standard ka lang, always naka 60 Hz. So ako, I'll choose always naka-high. Of course, yun yung kanyang features, might as well make the most out of it. So you can easily choose between light mode and dark mode in just a click. So ganito itsura naman niya pag naka-dark mode. I think it's a lot better pag naka-dark mode for me. And what's nice dito, meron siya ebook mode and eye comfort mode. Kasi eye comfort mode, it helps you mas hindi ganun ka-stressful sa inyong mata. So you can enable it all day or you can schedule it, depende sa inyo, no? Now, after knowing ang kanyang processor, the next thing is to check its Antutu benchmark. So it was able to score 132,000 points. And breaking it down, ito ang kanyang score na makikita mo, no? Well, saktuhan lang para sa mga entry-level na smartphones. Now, checking its 3D Mark score para sa graphics. So basically, you can see that itong score na to is just more or less for mga entry-level na gaming and more or less mga low settings na games na kaya na itakbo dito. Ito naman score na nakuha na sa Geekbench. Now, on everyday usage, scrolling on Facebook, okay naman siya. Smooth naman, no? Hindi ko naman na-feel na naiipit siya along the way. As long as okay naman yung internet, okay naman siya, no? So, itong processor na was able to handle naman ang demand mo for social media, for videos. Ito naman itsura niya, no? When you're watching on TikTok, smooth naman siya, no? Now, trying a quick game sa Call of Duty Mobile, it's okay. As long as iset mo sa lowest graphical settings, you can play the game. But kung medyo tinaasa mo ang graphical settings, I would say maglalag na siya, mafe-feel mo talaga mga frame drops along the way. Medyo hindi na ganun kasarap maglaro dito sa kanya. Now, pag-usapan natin ang sounds nitong phone nito, it only has one loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim. And what I can say, the sound is just average. Hindi siya ganun kalakasan. And just ample enough lang. But of course, now if you want a more immersive experience, I would rather suggest na gamitin nyo ang kanyang audio jack dito, ang wired, or you can use a Bluetooth na TWS. And mas enjoyable ang yung music experience, be it on Spotify, watching YouTube, or just simply playing a game. Itong phone na ito has a 6.74-inch na LCD display, IPS LCD display. It has a full view display. And what's surprising dito sa kanya, it has a 90% screen-to-body ratio. Meaning, the bezels on the sides are okay naman. Quite thin naman siya, enough for a entry-level na smartphone. But yung chin lang medyo makapal konti. But yung sa ibabaw is katamtaman lang. Hindi siya sobrang kapal. Of course, teardrop notch is still there. It can reproduce up to 16.7 million colors dito. And of course, it is also TUV Rainland Low Blue Light Certificate. And okay siya, no? Using it for the whole day, wala siyang problem. And ang kanyang resolution, by the way, is HD+. So it means it's a 720p. Now, watching videos here on YouTube, I can say okay naman siya, no? I won't expect too much from this smartphone dahil it only has a level 3 na Wi-Fi security level, and watching videos dito is okay. Probably don't expect anything na level na AMOLED, but this one is just okay for you to enjoy on an everyday trip, watching videos, Korean novela, everything you watch here is no problem, definitely. And what I like talaga dito sa kanya is malaki ka ng screen, and manipis ang mga bezel, lalo na sa sides, which is for me, the winning factor dito sa phone na ito. And another winning factor for me is definitely the grip factor dito. Magandang kanyang back. And ang grip ko dito is definitely sakto, ample enough for a everyday usage. Hindi siya hindi siya edgy dahil curve ang kanyang likod. Definitely it's giving me a very nice feel while using this phone. Now, pag-usapan naman natin yung kanyang camera dito sa phone na ito. It has a triple camera setup, 50 MP na main sensor, aperture 1.8. It also has a 5 MP na wide camera, and it also has a 2 MP na depth and macro sensor. And ang kanyang front camera is a 8 MP na aperture 2.0, which I think okay enough siya for everyday usage. Now, taking this phone outdoors, I can say okay naman mga nakuha kong pictures, okay naman siya, sharp naman siya. Probably not the best na masasabi ko, but for a entry-level na smartphone, I think it's not pretty bad for its price point, given na yung camera is not so bad. Now, going indoors, also nakapagkuha ng some good shots, and of course, there are sometimes medyo not so good shot dahil kung medyo mas low light, medyo mas hirap punti itong phone na ito, lalo na kanyang camera. Now, one of the more surprising dito is sa kanyang front-facing camera. It was able to take in some really nice shots sa outdoor, sa indoor, and yeah, this one was able to perform. And to my surprise, yung kanyang front camera seems to me it's a little bit better than the rear camera after taking some shots on my daily trips. Now guys, here are some samples na nakuha ko using the front-facing camera for vlogging, and of course, ang kanyang rear camera. Just check it out. So guys, this is the video resolution if you're vlogging using the Honor X7a, and A means advanced, and this phone is pretty much okay, decent for everyday vlogging. Just use it for Zoom meeting or just simply use it for Viber video chat. I think it's pretty much okay, the front-facing camera. And the audio is recorded using the default microphone. Thoughts? Comment on the comment section below. So guys, one of the things na pinagmamalaki ni Honor dito is that this one can last you for 3 days. And this one is being packed with a 6,000 mAh of battery na, well, for me, it's quite huge, and the form factor is still quite thin, which is definitely a winning factor. And ang kanyang charging, you can charge it using a 22.5 watts na Honor Supercharge. Now, tinry naman natin i-charge itong phone na ito from 10 to 100. It took me near 2 hours to complete the full charging cycle, which is for me okay na kasi 22.5 watts naman siya. So, quite fast na rin niya kahit papaano. Chinek din naman natin ang kanyang battery endurance dito sa PC Mark na battery stress test. Under 50% brightness and under 90 Hz of screen refresh rate, it was able to give me 15 hours and 5 minutes na screen on time. Now, ginamit naman natin itong phone nito on daily usage. For me, tinry natin under very normal na usage lang. Facebook, social media, watching some videos, taking some phone calls, using a Viber chat, using some, well, Zoom meeting for quite a while lang. Hindi ganun kababad, and most of the time naka-Wi-Fi lang naman ako. So it was able to last me for 3 days, no doubt about that. And on the end of the 3rd day, around mga 7 o'clock, makikita ko, around mga nasa 8% na lang aking battery. Well, for me, at least, nakapag-last siya ng 3 days, but medyo hingal na siya after ng 3 days talaga at the end of the day. And basically, yun ang na-test natin, fully dito after 2 weeks. Talagang tinry natin kanyang kung talagang kaya magtagal ng 3 days. And true enough naman, kaya naman magtagal ng 3 days. Pero on the 3rd day nga, sinabi ko siya ng guys, at mga 6 to 7 o'clock, maghihingal lang iyong phone if you start the day at around 8 o'clock in the morning. Given na pinapatay niyo yung phone niyo sa gabi. Ako kasi pinapatay ko yung phone ko sa gabi as long as I sleep, naka-off ang phone ko para, well, walang mabawas sa battery. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa phone na ito? Si Honor X7a, for me, it's a very nice phone, very sleek, very pack ang kanyang features, no? Especially yung battery niya, which is ang pinagmamalaki nila, no? 6,000 mAh of battery. And what's nice is hindi ganun kabigatan, and the form factor is quite slim pa rin. And well, nandiyan pa rin audio jack, which is another winning factor for me. And for me, ang kanyang design dito is quite nice. And another winning factor for me dito is kanyang screen-to-body ratio is around mga 90%, which is definitely another win. Except siguro naka-teardrop nut siya. Sana ang ginawa na lang nila punch hole to make it look a little bit more premium kahit nasa entry level na price point lang siya. Now, given that this phone is priced at 7,990, meron din siyang free na Honor earbuds which cost around 1,590. For me, sulit na siya. And if you're the type of person na don't mind about gaming, all you need is basic social media and take some good photos, and it can last you for more than 2 days. I think this one is a very nice phone to have, especially if you don't like yung mga malalaki ang phone and hindi mabigat and malaki ang kanyang battery. I think this one is definitely a good choice, Honor X9a. So guys, if you want to know kung saan nyo pwede mabili ang Honor X9a, I'll be linking on the description box below. Just check it out. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click mo na yung bell icon para hindi nyo mamiss ang mga future uploads dito sa aking channel. So ako pala si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up?